Hey, what's going on, guys? Brand from Brandonscomics. I'll let you guys introduce yourselves.
Derek.
Donnie.
Tique.
We only have Tique here for a little bit, so one thing that we wanted to do was we wanted to talk about getting scammed. There's lots of things that happen with scammers out there. I haven't really talked to these guys. I was going to talk about like some of the stuff that's personally happened to me, but Tique did have a story about kind of the stuff that happens in.
Oh yeah, well, as on an artist level, you know, I would always suggest to artists to like get half pay up front. You know what I'm saying? It's very important because a lot of times you'll have people who will say, okay, like for example, somebody asked me to draw a Boba Fett piece for him one time, and I was like, all right, cool. I did it, you know, on just, you know, just goodwill. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I drew the Boba Fett piece, and then when I gave it to them, they were like, oh, you know, I really want this one. They showed me a picture of reference of what kind of the, you know, Boba Fett piece that they wanted.
Right.
And so I redrew that piece, and then they was like, oh, I thought it was only $10.
Well,
okay. You know, so I had something like that. So I'm like, yo, you specifically asked me to draw this type of piece for you, and this is 11 by 17, and yeah, you could that'll be $200. You know, and that's even that is like, you know, cutting them a deal. And
$10 down payment.
$10. Yeah, about $10. They want to pay. So yes, I do know. I would tell any artist or illustrator who is working on anything. I'm sure most people know that. Most illustrators know that. But to ask at least for like some kind of down payment on the illustration before you, because that's how you get scammed, man. Seriously, man.
Well, like
and then you waste money. You're wasting your time. Sorry, you're wasting time. And my time is very
money.
valuable, man. Okay, so yes.
Like with us, we don't take usually charges of $200 or more. I know Uncle Ed doesn't even take credit cards. Doesn't matter if it's $60, he won't take anything. But have you had anybody like any chargebacks or anything like that's happened on being an artist?
No, actually,
Nothing,
no.
Nobody like disputing charges, like
No, never. Not that I've never had a problem with. I will say, I had one issue where I couldn't finish a commission. That's the closest thing. I couldn't finish commission. I had to give that person back because they actually paid me up front, and I had to give that person back their money for it because that's only one time that's ever happened to me. So if you're out there, sorry, Jason, my bad. I'm gonna get you, brother. I'm gonna take care of you one of these days.
But
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so yeah, what happens like if the artist? I mean, obviously this wouldn't happen to you because you're the shit. But like, what happens like for those like medium level artists? Like if Derek goes over and like, you know, gets it, and Derek's like, this looks like shit. Like, does that happen?
I mean, but look, you're getting paid for
Sorry,
the effort.
on you.
You're getting paid for the effort, right? You're getting paid for the effort. That's
so it's like a third grade trophy.
Yeah, you're getting paid for. You are. I mean, literally. I mean, like, you know, you obviously came to me because you like what I do.
Right. Yeah.
And if my work, don't get me wrong, but for me though, me personally, my pride, that, you know, I'm prideful and that kind of stuff. So somebody said, hey, you know, I don't like what you did, or I don't like, you know, I give it one more go. You know what I'm saying? That's me.
Yeah.
If you still don't like what it, hey, I don't know what to tell you. Either want your money back, or I mean, you're not gonna get all your money back. I'll take like a quarter of what you know what you paid, because really, it's still I put time into this. You know what I'm saying? So time is always, as an illustrator, time is of value. You know what I'm saying? So I guess in that situation, I mean, personally, I would try to make sure to give you the best I can give you, work I can give you.
Right.
You know, but if somebody said it was crap, I mean, there's nothing else I can do about it. Hey, you know.
But I mean, you can make a point.
I've done my best, you know. Now everybody don't like your work, you know, or even anything that you've done in particular. Now everything is going to be consistent with what people think of you. I can't, you know, or like about you. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I might do something that, okay, so to this person it might be mediocre. Everybody's not gonna, you know, like all my other stuff has been great up to that point. That happens sometimes. That's part of that's part of your growth as an illustrator.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it. I've seen all sorts of. I'm sorry, Donnie. Go. Oh, you're just yours. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen it like with a lot of different artists that are there, and you can obviously tell it like at different levels. Like sometimes at like the parts of at Comic-Con that I see, some of those artists are absolutely amazing, and then there's some people that like go into like Artist Alley who are like well-known artists, and I'm like, dude, that guy. I mean, that obviously people are paying different amounts of money, but like some of these artists are fantastic, and they're just doing it on their spare time.
Right. That's another thing too. Yeah, you know, not all artists are created equal, right?
Right,
so,
yeah.
So, I mean, we can talk about, we can go on Instagram, right? You see a great artist, right, have like 300 followers, a great artist. And then you might see artist that's a novice, and they got like 10K followers.
I don't understand how that happens.
And the reason why it is,
baby.
but the reason, well, I'm sure some people, but I also believe that art is subjective at the same time. You know, just because I might think, me personally might think that artist is great and this artist is a novice, doesn't mean that those 10K followers love what that person does, because art is subjective. So you got, and also branding, that plays another part in it too. So I got, you know,
Absolutely.
there's a lot of things with that too. Branding yourself, you know, no pun intended, Brandon.
I like him. Yeah. You guys got any questions for him?
No, that was good. I like that.
Well, cool guys. Tique needs to get out of here. We're gonna settle up a part 2. We're gonna talk about scamming. Do you remember Corbin?
Of course.
No, do you remember Corbin's scam at?
The bootleg movies?
Oh, I didn't really want you to say anything. I was gonna like lead into that.
I'll be
But-
here next week for the whole show next week.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you very much.